awesome, absolutely awesome.
I love it when a plan comes together. Definitely worth a look. It was well on par.
Hello everybody and good afternoon. It is Saturday the 8th of September. Epically hot here in the UK. I think all over the UK is experiencing really hot sunshine. So if you're out and about, I hope you're enjoying it. Me, I've been asleep for most of today, which is a good thing for me. So here I am to review the new Dredd, starring Carl Urban, Olivia Thirlby and Lena Headey, which was released last night, yesterday even, and I went to see it last night, and very gritty rather. Pretty much kind of stay true to the actual way that Dredd is, all about. And yes, Carl Urban does keep the helmet on throughout the entire film, so don't worry. I know everybody had a massive issue about that when Sylvester Stallone's version came out, but yes, throughout the entire film Urban keeps the helmet on, and he really did give the character more depth than what Stallone did. I felt that in many ways I think Urban has done the Judge justice. Excuse the pun, but that was meant to be put in there. But yeah, no, he really did. Dredd gave it a new depth, a new look. Everything about it was so gritty and epically violent as well, which was brilliant about it. And I think a lot of hardcore Dredd fans, I'm sure you'll probably agree when I say that this probably does stay true to the comic books itself. I think the last time I actually even read a Dredd comic was when I was about 10 or 11 years old. That was like the first and probably the last time I actually read one. But like I say, I do remember, reading back then what it was like. It was very graphic in a lot of sense. Don't ask how I got hold of a copy. That's all I'm going to say. But no, the film itself, you've got Judge Dredd, and we've got this new recruit, Judge Anderson, and she's very young, 21 years old, but she's already, even though she got put through to be a judge, she failed twice already, and the reason why she's been brought on is because she's a mutant, in this case a psychic. So in Mega City 1, or in areas of Mega City 1, people are aware that mutants exist, certain ones. Some have physical appearances that make them stand out, and then the others are obviously hidden. So a bit like X-Men, basically, which I thought was a really nice touch. And when Dredd and Anderson go out to answer this call at Peachtree's, and the person in charge is known as Mama, played by Lena Headey. She is just wow. She's very hardcore, is all I'm going to say. We learn how she became leader of the Mama clan, basically, which is her clan. Took over the entire area of Peachtree's, the whole entire building, and she's selling these new sort of narcotics drugs that, when you take them, it makes you think that time has slowed to such a crawl that you're moving at a very slow pace. Everything around you is just moving so slowly. You're totally experiencing the slowness of time, basically. So she's developed these drugs, and obviously a distribution has gone wrong somewhere. So she makes an example of 3 particular dealers, and that's when Dredd and Anderson go to investigate. And when they find one of Mama's like adversaries kind of thing, her go-to guy sort of thing, he gets captured, and just as they're about to leave Peachtree's, well, they seal the entire building, and then it's a case of Dredd and Anderson have to go all the way up to the top, fight through all these bad guys that Mama has set on them, and it's just from there it just explodes. It quite literally does explode. Dredd himself, as I say, Urban really does well. Thirlby, she was pretty good as Anderson, and I think she could go quite far in a similar sort of action type role if she was given the opportunity. Overall, as I say, I thought it was brilliant. I don't think it needed to be in 3D. I have to admit, there were times where I was watching it and it felt like the 3D was slightly out of focus. I don't know if it was the glasses I was wearing or something else entirely, but it did feel, just didn't need the 3D, if you ask me. It would have been so much better in 2D, to be honest. Although I could see why the 3D did work, especially for the really slow-mo action shots, and you'll see why when you see them if you haven't seen it yet. But the real slow-mo shots and 3D does work for those in particular, but overall I don't think the film needed to be in 3D. But yeah, no, absolutely enjoyed it, really loved it. As I say, if you're a hardcore Dredd fan and if you haven't seen it, get yourself there and go and check it out. Definitely worth it, and definitely better than the Sylvester Stallone version. But there you go. Anyway, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all later. Bye.